Hit that subscribe button and notification bell for future uploads. Ready? Let's go! So, we're over here at our printer. So what we're going to do first off is remove the glass plate. So there's two clips here. One in the back, one in the front. Just going to remove them, and then we can lift off our glass plate. Try to keep this clean as possible, so we'll put it over here so it doesn't get broken or anything. And that leaves us with our hotbed plate. And of course we want to get these done here. So what we're going to do is just use the screwdriver that came with it. And we're just going to hold that there and twist the knobs down on the front until they come off. These are actually, we're going to be replacing them with the new ones that we have come in the kit, the metal ones. So we have to pop up our screw there, and of course we're going to do the same for this one over here. Then we'll do the two back ones. Now the two back ones slightly different because there's one that holds on the heating bed cord. So we just have to be a little vigilant with that one, but we don't. Hurt the strain relief on that, of course. And we're going to put these much better springs on, because the ones that are stock are just yeah, not that they're garbage, they're soft, right? They're soft. Now we can lift that up and leave that screw on there. We can put the whole plate right to the back, but just be very, very careful. Now, here are the springs, and as you can see, they've got a bit of give to them. So let's just take them all off first. And that one's underneath that. We gotta be careful of that. So get rid of that. Now we'll install our new springs. Now there's many different videos out there as well as this one on how to do this, so I'm going to show you some other modifications as well. And I just dropped the spring, of course I would. And here's one here. Oh, big difference in the spring, and you can see it here. It's bigger, it's taller. It's just a better spring. It's also flat on the top, as opposed to the stock ones. They just stop. So they have a better chance of shifting and moving around. These flat ones don't. So that's all in all better. Now we're going to keep the screws are the same length, so we're going to keep the new screws. We're going to keep them because I don't think we're going to need them. Let's just try a dry fit on this first to make sure the screw works on this knob, and if it does, then we're good to go, and it does. So we're going to use our old screws and keep the new screws just for replacements, of course. So let's get these new ones put on here like so, and this last one we're going to put them in up on the screw. Lift the screw up. You can't do much. You've got to be very careful of the wires there. Okay, now looks good. Bring this back now. Put him down there. Take a screw here. Put him down through that spring. Yeah. One down through this spring. It can be a little tricky, but we'll get it. We'll get it. There we go, that one, That one's down, and that spring popped off. So put them back in. Down like so. Now we can put our knobs on. Just put them on loosely for now until we get them all on, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. What we're going to do here. It's hard to do it backwards. And once you get it threaded, it's not so bad. This one's tricky because you got that other strain relief for the heater cord on it, so it's giving me a little bit of a hassle there. So we're going to hold it there. We're going to try it this way. Now he's on. And then we'll do the two front ones. Now what this suggests to do is tighten these all the way down. And then we're probably going to have to adjust the X up and down sensor here. Then we're probably going to, and we may have to adjust the height of the Z stop switch just to compensate for the new height of the springs and everything here. But we can do that. So let's just get these tightened up first. And this will compress the spring and will help it from going crazy down the line. It should keep our bed a lot more level. Okay, so we have the new springs put in with the stock screws that were there. They were fine because they were the same as the new ones. And we have the new metal knobs. And as you can tell, these are much stiffer to move, which is good because we got the plate down a lot further. And you know, it's not going to move as much, and it should be a lot leveler for a lot longer type of thing, and we shouldn't have to keep leveling it all the time, although we're going to have to level it, hopefully just not as much as we always did. So let's get it put back together, turn the machine on, and do the auto home and level it up. Okay, so let's fire this one up. And we'll go over here, prepare, auto home. Now I had the gantry turned way up so that it would not be in our way for installing those springs. So it's coming down now. So we're going to try this out. I hope this is a good modification. Everybody says that, you know, it is a great one to help out the bed leveling. So let's try it. And we'll go from there. The other part of this kit that we ordered was some new, the new Teflon, I guess, tubing, if you want to call it the Bowden tubing, as well as a tube cutter, which we need for that, which is a great tool to have in our toolkit. And that came with all these screws and springs and that. So got that as an Amazon Day deal, limited time deal, so that was great. Saved a few bucks that way. and it says Capricorn Premium PTFE Bowden tubing. So that's that stuff. So this is a review as much as an install video for the company that we got this from. And now we have to shut off the disable the stepper. Yeah, because she's way up there. She was pushing down on the plate. So we're going to have to bring that, once we figure, I think that's about right where we want it. So now we're going to have to move this switch on the side just up so it clicks. And then we'll know exactly where that stands. And we can level it from there. We can go down from there. So let's do that. Because again, you can use your little key that came with the Ender 3 V2 to make this adjustment. You just want to have the click on it, and that should do that. So let's do the auto home feature once more. Just touches the plate and comes back down right to where we want it. That's fantastic. That's exactly where we want it, right there. Okay, disable stepper. Now, we're going to do the paper check on this just to see if we can get this down a bit. I don't know, it's going to be interesting to see. These are nice and stiff, so I'm picky at this and I really want it to be perfect. So let's do the auto home once more and see where we stand with this. Okay, so it definitely is up off. Now we put our paper in and disable our stepper, and then we can go from there. My hands are in your way, I know, kind of hard to see. Honestly, this is going to take some friggin' around to get, but you will get it. Okay, paper is grabbing between the nozzle and the bed. Back that off. Keep backing it off so it's just floating there, perfect. And now we're going to go over to this side. And let's see how far it is off on this one. Maybe an eighth of an inch on this end, maybe an eighth of an inch, not too bad. So we're just gonna tidy that one up and I'll be right back. Well, after some frigging around, we've got it finally leveled. Now it's a very minute line or space between where the filament comes out of the print head and the plate, so it's very fine. So now we're going to preheat our PLA and we're just going to do a little test print and see how that shall come out now that we got the new heavy-duty springs and knobs attached. And we'll just put these old ones away in the bag and keep them for future reference. We're not going to change over our tubing right now. Our old tubing is still working. When that one wears down or melts or whatever it does when it breaks down, then we'll just switch it over then when we have the trouble. So we'll just keep our new stuff as a spare for now. It is an upgrade that you can do right out of the box type of thing, but we're just going to hold off on that one. I do have more upgrades and things to show you in some other videos as to what we've done to upgrade our Ender 3 V2, which I think are much needed mods, and we'll get to them in some videos coming up. So stay tuned, and we'll do this quick test print and see how it turns out. And the test print came out pretty good. There's a little bit of stringing in the back, that's because there was some overhang, but all in all, we did an owl, little Lego owl, and it came out fantastic. So we'll add him down into the Harry Potter section. But anyway, we just did it to see that, to make sure everything was printing and working properly. And it is. Remember, the bed has to be extremely clean, so clean it with some isopropyl alcohol and get the oils off of that glass bed, especially if you've handled it, and all should print well. So that's about it for the conversion over of the springs and knobs on the Ender 3 V2. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more videos, and I'll be back and going over some more mods like this one right here. Hey, if you want to see more of my LEGO theme park or do-it-yourself tips and tricks, check out my other videos.